Well, I can't believe it. Here we are with volume number 3 of The Best of Grease. Thanks for buying it, Nito Torpedo, and if you got it as a gift, sweet! I think we ought to start this one out, well, let's make this tape just a little extra spicy. Let's start with our voices raised in joyous salutation to the most beloved creature on God's green earth. Let me tell you about the nastiest dog around. My dog Blue, he licks his nasty doodads. My dog Blue, dead squirrels and birds he'll chew. My dog Blue, drinks antifreeze like gravy. My dog Blue, he looks real mangy too. Well, there's 18,257 doggies in D.C., but mine's so naughty, drinking from the toilet, you just gotta believe me. Got a brown and black coat, leaves ploppers on my boat, it really gets stinking. And as much as he eats, buddy, when he secretes, I'm worried about sinking. He was just a pup when I picked him up at the animal shelter. Hunching poodles at the pound, you should have heard the sound, it was helter-skelter. Well, I wish they'd spayed him before I'd paid him, he's a doggy Casanova. But I really start fretting when the thing gets red and he's nailing Rover. It's my dog Blue, he licks his nasty doodads. My dog Blue, dead squirrels and birds he'll chew. My dog Blue, drinks antifreeze like gravy. My dog Blue, he looks real mangy too.
Welcome to Blasterpiece Theater with your host, Sylvester Stallone.
Good morning. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, nothing was stirring, not even a frickin' mouse. Adrian was talking, wearing her cap. I said, hey, shut your yap. Gotta move, and I gotta move quick, because tonight I'm gonna blow away old Saint Nick. Last year I said, hey, bring a new weight set to try. Instead he left this polka dot tie. So as I sit by the nativity scene, I lock and I load my Mini 14. What's that? Footsteps? Reindeer I hear? I'll soon be pumping lead into Santa's big rear. My fingers on the trigger, I'm ready to go at the sound of that first ho, 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 ho. He's in my chimney. He starts to slide down. Let me reach in and let off a few rounds. My gun, it did quiver. With lead, it did chatter. Throughout my lawn, reindeer guts, I did splatter. Kill Dancer, kill Donnie. Kill Blitzen. My barrel's so hot, I'm doing some schwitzen. So this Christmas time, you'll have to fend for yourselves. I've blown away Santa. Now it's on to the elves. Thank you.
Blasterpiece Theater has been made possible by a grant from the Mobile Launcher Corporation.
It's the Best of Greaseman tape, Volume 3. From DC 101.
You see, when I was having trouble in chemistry, and I knew I'd have to go to summer school if I failed, and I resorted to writing out a little cheat sheet. I knew it was wrong. But Phil Cronenberg had no right to stand up in the class and yell, "Mrs. Belsky, Nino's cheating!" Because when she grabbed that cheat sheet from me, it was an instant F in the course. Now, what were my options then? I could have waited for Phil Cronenberg outside of school with a baseball bat. It would have felt good. And I didn't do that. Because I knew I would have been in more trouble. I'd have been kicked out of the school. I might have been sent to jail. So instead I waited. I didn't drive myself crazy. I did something constructive. I followed Phil Cronenberg for years later. Because like the Chinese say, revenge is the dish best served cold. I made my life around Phil Cronenberg. I had a Phil Cronenberg notebook. When he got a car, I kept a record of the tag so I could always keep track of his address. I'd follow him sometimes. Knew where he went on vacation. I waited until years went by till the name Nino Greaseman was out of his head altogether. And then I made my attack. For years, every time I'd read a magazine in a doctor's office or waiting room anywhere, I'd save the little inserts that say, "Fill out and subscribe, bill me later." I saved a shoebox full of them, and I filled them all out simultaneously. Then all of a sudden, he's getting 60 to 70 magazines he hasn't ordered a month. I had him join 15 record clubs, video clubs. You'd be surprised the stuff people will send you over the phone. I called a landfill company, and I had a whole dump truck full of gravel brought to his place. He lived on Waukegan Avenue. I called Sudley Landfill. I said, "Could you send over 10,000 pounds of gravel to Waukegan Avenue?" Yep, name's Phil Cronenberg. 103 Waukegan, yeah. Just dump in the front yard. I'm going to spread it out later. He comes home from work and has 10,000 pounds of gravel in his front yard. I called Gay Escort Services. "Yeah, this is Phil Cronenberg. I'd like a 6-foot-tall, dark-haired man to come to my house." And I'd give the address of the neighbor next door. So these fags would show up and ring the neighbor's bell and go, "Hi, is Phil here?" They'd say, "No, he lives next door." So the neighborhood was talking about him. Then I started having his car towed. I'd call tow shop, say, "Yeah, it's Phil Cronenberg. My car's broken down." "Right, Connecticut and M. Can you, tell you what, you pick it up and take it to your shop and, give me an estimate." So he'd come out of work and his car'd be gone. It'd take him 3 weeks to find it. The tow company charged him $20 a day storage. And the second he got it back, I'd have it towed again. It got so he would never leave it. Because I'd have it towed. I'd call the power company. I knew he was having a big party. I called the power company. I said, "Yeah, we're going on vacation. Would you mind turning off our lights Friday?" I knew Friday night he's having a big party. So when the lights went off, there was nothing he could do until Monday. Yeah. And I turned off his gas. Every time he'd get it turned back on, I'd turn it off again. Just call the power company. I knew where he was going on vacation. One time he had this Hawaiian vacation planned. I called the airline. "Here's Phil Cronenberg. Cancel my reservation on the Hawaiian flight. Can I get my money back?" "Sure, Mr. Cronenberg. We'll send you a voucher." "Okay, great. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it." He gets to the airport with his bag. Goes to check in. "Oh, Mr. Cronenberg, you canceled your..." "I did not cancel my flight." His wife thought he was losing it. I'd order him 16 pizzas. I mean, the guy was afraid to answer his doorbell. He was afraid to open his mail. He never knew when his lights were going off. And when he was at the airport getting his bags checked in, they went to Hawaii. He went out to the parking lot to go home, and his car was gone again. One time I watched as he drove away with a trailer behind him to take a vacation. That's when I called up his landlord. "Yes, Phil Cronenberg, we decided to move to California. Screw you and your lease. You want any money, you can sell the furniture. We ain't coming back."
I sent a telegram to his work. Dear boss, up yours. Take your job and shove it. Signed, Phil Cronenberg. So the whole while he was having his little fishing vacation, he came back. There was a new couple living in his house. His furniture and stereo were gone. He reported for work on Monday. The boss man nearly kicked the hell out of him, had a policeman escort him off the property. He had no house, no job. His wife left with the kids, leaving him alone and broken. I followed him to the last time when he went to the Calvert Street Bridge and stood there, thinking maybe he had done all these things. I watched, remembering the day he turned me in for cheating, and I loved it, as he did the swan dive to destiny. And even at the funeral, I showed up to see the effects of my handiwork. Well, the sniveling next of kin, I was the last one to leave, and took great joy in hearing one of the undertakers say to the other, "Hey, who hocked the lunger on the stiff?"
Here comes more of the best of Greaseman.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
From DC 101.
Hold the camera steady.
Try it, Ralph. You keep moving around.
I want you to get a good video of me wailing away, Norton. I can show it to the guys down at the lodge. They'll never believe it.
I'm trying, Ralph. But when you start wailing, you start shaking. I can't get you when you're shaking, Ralph, okay? Hold still. All right, go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, Ralph, you know you stick your tongue out when you wail away? It looks kind of silly.
Well, you're not supposed to be looking at my tongue, Norton. You're supposed to be focusing the camera on the hydraulics. Now, come on.
All right, Ralph. Kind of funny the way your doodads bounce up and down there, Ralph. Hey, Ralph, can I get a copy of this tape to show to the guys down at the sewer?
Just shut up. Take the picture. Norton Dallas. Ralph, are you making Ed take a picture of you wailing away? Hang on a second here, Alice. I'm almost done. Ralph, you've been almost done for 20 years. One of these days, Alice, one of these days, bang, zoom. Now let me finish wailing away, for crying out loud. Come on, Ralph, we haven't got all day.
Hey, Ralphie, baby, go, go, go!
I gotta see that. Roll it back, Norton.
All right. There we go. Hey, Ralph! Look how it looks when you roll the tape backwards. Kind of like an aardvark snorting milk.
You idiot! What happened? It doesn't look right. That's because, Ralph, it's a little blurry because you had the macro switch on. You got an intense close-up. You'll have to do it again. You idiot, Norton! Alice! You're the greatest. See that cassette. Ralph, isn't this the tape that you took last week of you taking a massive? Oh, no! Not you idiot, you erased my favorite tape!
Look out, here comes more of the best of Greaseman, Volume 3, from DC 101.
Coming this summer, from Nino Greasemanelli Films. The movie Hollywood refused to make. The film too hideous to show. the flick that's so sick, it took the Greaseman Film Company to bring it to the silver screen. Jessica Tandy and Morgan Freeman return with special guest star... in the all-new Driving Miss Daisy Crazy. Jessica Tandy, who should have been on a slab years ago, is back in the back of a car driven by Morgan Freeman. Look out! Driving Miss Daisy Crazy. The story of a geezing old Southern woman who lost her license years ago and relies on the faithful but hopelessly underpaid Morgan Freeman, who's sick and tired of listening to her lungs gurgle. Look out! Then he enters their life. Driving Miss Daisy Crazy. With special guest star Freddy Krueger. Driving Miss Daisy Crazy. Finally, Hume Cronin becomes a free man again. A Nino Greaseman production.
It's the Best of Greaseman tape, Volume 3.
I hope you don't think the worst of me, but I'm a man who's traveled the world. And one day there probably will be the Greaseman Illegitimate Children's Convention. Hi, everybody. My name's Harry Greaseman, and welcome to the Greaseman's Illegitimate Children's Convention. We figured that since Pop won't acknowledge us, we ought to get together and acknowledge him. That's our dad sitting there in the corner. He's already been into the bone-dry martinis. Would you like to say anything, Pop? Somebody go ahead and prop up Pop, would you, in the corner somewhere so we can watch the goings-on? As we know, Pop grew up in New York City. And for a time, worked in the Hell's Kitchen section of New York. And I'd like to introduce you to Carlisle Greaseman, his firstborn son, conceived summer 1967.
Yep. That's bad, yeah. That's still not bad,
Carlisle, we'd like to welcome you. And perhaps you and your brother Lester would like to do a little number to entertain all of the rest of us illegitimate Greaseman-ellies.
Oh, your mama.
Oh, come on, Carlisle. Just one tune.
Your mama.
You mean to tell me you've come all this way from New York and you're not going to sing for it?
That's right, I said your mama.
Aw, jeepers. Everybody kind of had their hopes up, guys.
Your mama.
Tell you what, we'll pay cash money. Cash on the barrelhead.
Your mama.
You mean to tell me there's no price? You're not even going to do it to honor your father?
That's right, I said your mama.
Well, I guess not everybody has a cheerful nature about the fact of being illegitimate. Over the corner, you may notice a couple of girls. You see, Pop used to sell hot dogs at Yankee Stadium. And in the course of that, numerous liaisons occurred. And, as you might well imagine, offspring resulted. Now, here's Deborah Greaseman, who was conceived that summer when Mickey Mantle still played. Why don't you come over to our father, Nino, and, say hi for the first time in years, reunited. Give him a cheery embrace and say, hi, Dad.
You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell. You're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
Touchy, touchy, touchy. Just because she's been abandoned all her life, right away she thinks the world owes her a living, huh? Of course, now, Pop did, let's face it, he was a child of the 60s. And when he was away at Ithaca College, he did some drugs. And who paid for it? Not Pop, Nick Greaseman. Greaseman Ellie paid for it. A child he conceived while on LSD. Nick, somebody wipe off his chin, would you? Would you like to say hi to your rest of your brothers and sisters?
Habadoo gaga, habadoo gaga, habadoo gaga, habadoo gaga.
All right, Nick, let me wipe your face here.
Oh, Nelly, oh, Nelly, oh, Nelly.
He's residing with Hinckley currently, and but we love him oh so dearly. Now you remember, there was a time right out of school when Nino joined the Peace Corps back in his hippie pervert communist manifesto day. He was sent to Turkey, where he taught people how to till the field. He fell in love. One thing led to another. And Kamush Greaseman Ellie was born. Kamush, if you would, please, to your brothers and sisters, a little Turkish hello. Okay, sometimes less is more, and we could do with a lot of less of that. I mean, that was like psycho, man. Very, very psycho. Well, every family's got its black sheep. And I'm not going to criticize, because I think everybody should live as he sees fit. So, without further introduction, Maurice Greaseman Ellie, swish up here if you would, please.
Well, first of all, those curtains have got to go.
Maurice, the curtains are brand new.
I don't care.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for attending, paying homage to the drunken sot we call Dad. Wait a minute, I thought they were going to be late. From his time in Quang Tree, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce Ding Chow Greaseman Ellie and Kai Pang Greaseman Ellie. Very nice. Somebody count the soup bowls, make sure they don't leave wearing a couple of them. Just kidding, Dung Chow, Ding Bang. There's a Bing Bang Dung Chow. I can't recall. Anyway, here's one Greaseman Ellie that I'm going to leave the stage for. Is just been released from therapy. Had numerous weapons convictions. I'd like you to meet Kurt Greaseman Ellie, just back from San Diego. Kurt, if you'd like to say something to your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we all got weapons. Anybody can blow anybody away.
Kurt, I don't think it's a funny thing to joke about, to be honest with you. That's what you did time for, was weapons violations.
You think you're standing up to me?
Oh, God. Hey,
Wait, everybody. Hey, Kurt? Kurt, come here a second. No, I'm not mad at you. Hell, you just saved me a fortune in child support, buddy.
It's the Best of Greaseman tape, Volume 3, from DC 101.
The one-eyed viper.
Huh? I know that's what you're thinking about as you lying there in that bed. There used to be a one-eyed viper that lay there with you, eh? But no more. Check around. Throw back the covers. Do you see signs of his past existence? The scent, slightly acrid, slightly bitter, slightly compelling, reminiscent of Velveeta. Look closer, do you see the trail? Left by a sheeping fuselage in the aftermath of conquest. Look look around. Your eyes darting round the room. Remember how he would sway as he made his way to the porcelain convenience? Yes, the Viper was a part of your life. Do you remember its first encounter? Where was it? The high school football field with the moss. The moss clenched against your tuckers. Maybe the back seat of the car. The old Biscayne, one of his favorite habitats. You remember? He's nocturnal. He's carnivorous. And he's completely without conscience. And, thank God, a sense of smell. He's a little paranoid. I was talking to him once. He said, Grease, you gotta help me. I said, what's the matter? He said, I don't know. Call me crazy, but everywhere I go, I think I'm being followed around by a couple of nuts. I said, just relax. You're okay, big fella. You're okay. And you know, unlike you or me, if we suffer from depression, oft times we must turn to lithium. If we feel anxiety, we must take Valium, Milltown, Xanax,
Or a double bourbon.
But you know the only thing he needs to make him feel 100%? A coating of saliva. All natural. All pure. So fear not, little miss. For right now, he's been replaced by Everready. Before you know it, the whole crazy game will start again. Some other swinging Richard will come into your life, and you'll begin anew your conquest of love. At least you broke up honestly and openly. Unlike the way I broke up with Estelle. I came home unexpectedly from work. I heard doors slamming, frantic, racing around upstairs. I ran to the bedroom. I found her under the covers, naked. Her face was flushed, her ears were red, and there was a slight film of perspiration on her brow. I threw back the covers. I said, what the hell are you doing naked under the covers in the middle of the day? She said, well, I'm feeling sick. I whipped back the covers, and there was a washcloth. Wet. And a tad gummy. I said, what's the meaning of this? She said, I have a fever and I was perspiring. I said, perspiration, huh? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let this washcloth dry. If when it's dry, it's soft, no problem. But if it crunches, you're out of here.
Hey, Pop, shut up and flip the tape. The Best of Greaseman, Volume 3 continues on Side 2.
You know, one of the greatest things about my job is I get to spill my guts. And the DC 101 psychiatrist asked me one time, Grace, tell me the weirdest dream you ever had, and maybe I'll get to know you better. So I told him about the most bizarre duet I ever conceived in my skull. Can you imagine Bob Dylan singing a duet with Bill McKinney?
Now let's you just drop them pants.
You know, it seems very plain. Yes, I believe Ned Beatty's in a bit of pain.
You look just like a hog.
When you're old and gray with shriveled up Bombays, will you still be bending over logs? Don't forget the Vaseline jar.
Don't say anything, just look.
You look just like a hog.
Just take them right off.
And you chubby, just like a
Them
hog.
panties, take them off.
You smell just like a hog.
You smell like fish.
But you like a little pig. It's funny that you're my friend. Yes, I believe it's because of your rear end.
Come on, squeal, squeal.
Everybody knows where Packers like to go. Deep down where the air is very rare. And you better wash your fist. You look just like a hog.
Just take it right off.
And you chubby just like a hog.
Don't vanish. Take them off.
And you smell just like a hog. But you like a little pig. You were face down in the dirt, and I was preparing to insert, so I was real glad.
Don't forget me right. All right.
But when you displayed those Bombays with those hemorrhoids ablaze, I got real mad. And it smells bad.
It's making me gag.
So I really must insist. Yes, I believe there's no room for my fist.
That is unbelievable, man.
To the drugstore you must race for some preparation H. Till then, you won't see me anymore. So you better fix that hole. You look just like a hog.
Just take it right off.
Yes, you do, you chubby. Just like a hog.
Don't vanish. Take them off.
Yes, and you smell just like a hog.
I guess you smell like fish.
But you like a little pig.
You ever had your cut off?
The Greaseman's Best of Volume 3 continues from DC 101.
Shoppers hustling home with their treasures. Little kids wide-eyed. Greeting cards have all been sent. The Christmas rushes through. Now I have a special one for you. Mosh the squash now, darling. It's a night's delight. That's what I do. I walk through those department stores and I just kind of hum to myself, smiling. A lot of times you just look down at the floor when you're scooting, but when it's Christmas time, you walk through the department store and you got a little grin on your face. Hi. Hi there, young fella. Sometimes I'll just stand there. I see the little kids headed for Santa Claus. I see the sales clerks hurriedly looking for one odd size or another. I see the store security guard keeping a stern eye on the goings-on. I see the old geezers out for an afternoon, walking hand in hand as they have for 40 years. I see the businessman stopping off for that certain something for his wife. I see the young lovers walking hand in hand, giggling over that major purchase. I see Carlos, the international... Carlos! Oh, my God, look out! I dove behind a coat rack, and I watched, horrified, as Carlos just stood there with an M80, just pointing and spraying it at the crowd. Cut him down! Santa Claus, dove for cover! As bullets stitched the chair behind him. I figured I had to do something. I said, down in front, Carlos, you maggot, and I returned fire. Carlos saw my position and opened up on me. I rolled into the changing booth. Carlos fired incendiary flames, and some guy trying on a pair of khaki trousers came out in flames. Just to put the guy out of his misery, I cut him down. I mean, he went through that women's wear section, knocking dresses off the racks. And then he walked into the bath section. He blew toilets off the wall and shower curtain. Well, my gun jammed, so I just had to lie there. And when the smoke cleared, Carlos was gone. When the smoke cleared and I looked around everywhere, bodies splayed in grotesque postures, I heard the distant drone of sirens and ambulances. I heard the moans of the wounded. Quickly, I jumped to my feet and brushed off, and I grabbed my nephew. I said, "Come on, Eddie, hurry up. This is one of the few times we're not going to find any lines in front of Santa Claus. Now, let's go."
And now, we unlock another classic from the Greaseman's Bit Vault as the best of Volume 3 continues
Oh, Nella!
from DC 101.
Because I remember one time our folks trusted me. And they said, "Nino, now we have to go out for a couple of days. Now, ordinarily, we'd get you a babysitter, but you're fixing to turn 16, and we know we can try." I said, "Don't worry, Mom and Dad. You can trust me." And so they went, and the second I saw the taillights of that car around the bend, I was like, "Ah!" All right, come on in, yeah! Yeah, there it goes! Hello? Uh-huh. Yeah, what? Yeah, Mom. Uh-huh. Right. I know I have lunch with the pastor tomorrow. Right. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to say my prayers now. I got to go, okay? All right. Bye. Watch this. I'm going to put my face in the punch bowl. Yeah, man. I wish I could drink this stuff through my ears. Hey, baby. I got big plans for you when they involve my face. Yeah, hello? Yeah, Bertha, hi. How are you? Uh-huh. Oh, no, just saying the rosary. Yeah, you caught me at a bad time. Just saying the rosary for a bit. Uh-huh. Right. How's Uncle Herb? Okay? Good. All right, well, you take care. Let's see, where was I? Father, okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna jump this whole thing now. If you gotta throw up, make sure you're out on the patio, okay? If you throw up on the patio, that's the rule of thumb here. All right, who's got an extra set of condoms? Wow. Well, the party raged deep into the night. All night long, beers were bunged. Numbers were passed. People were partying and hobbling. But I said, be careful, be careful. Well, I couldn't believe it. At first, I thought somebody had left a light on outside, but suddenly I saw it. It was Dawn's early light. Dawn's early light break, and I said, my God, everybody, we got to clean this place up. We got to, enough of the music here. Wake up everybody up that's asleep. We got to clean this place up. All the beer cans out. I want them in garbage cans before Mom and Pop get back, for crying out loud. Then I saw it. At first, I didn't want to believe it, but right there in the living room, where we had this big, fluffy, white piled carpeting, a hideous stain. At first, I thought, no, don't let this be, God. Don't let this be. But sure enough, somebody had spilled wine, red wine, on the carpet. I thought to myself, my God, how am I going to explain this? Mom and Pop will see that. Doesn't it say wine stain? Everybody stared at me. Geez, Nino, we're sorry. I said, sorry, yeah, sorry, doesn't get it. Audience, get the hell out of here. Get the hell, go! I sat there on the couch, resting my chin on my hands, looking at that wine stain, thinking, my God. Then I thought of something. We were forever overflowing the tub. And when the tub overflows, it goes through the bathroom floor right to that spot. So I figured what I would do is overflow the tub. That's a natural mistake. And it's overflowed so many times, the ceiling was already cracked. So if I really overflow it, I could bring down the ceiling. If I brought the ceiling down, it would look like an accident. They'd never discover the wine stain underneath it. That's what I did. I turned on the water in the tub, and I waited. I ended up with like 1.5 foot of water in the bathroom, and the whole ceiling back right down. There were a couple of $500 lamps that were underneath it, but I couldn't move the lamps. How was I going to explain that the lamps weren't there? So I had to let the ceiling come right down on top of the lamps, on top of Mom's etagere, where she had all her little ceramic miniatures. I had no other choice. I thought, we'll just say that it happened. These things happen, you know? That's when I noticed somebody had dented the wall. Somebody cavorting, dancing, falling, and put an elbow or a foot. I couldn't see what, but there was a dent in the wall. And I thought to myself, oh my God. They told me we'd have to bust up the place. Now look at this. I figured, wait a minute. Mom and Dad had been talking about, instead of having a dining room, knock down the wall of the dining room, and that way we'd have a better living expense. So I figured, well, what the hell? I could tell while they were gone, I was trying to save them money on remodeling, so I ran out to the garage, and I came back in the living room, and I took down the wall! Yeah, I put a big, right where the dent was so they couldn't see the dent. I cut it out of the wall! Around the rubble. I can see their car coming in the distance. I thought, this is great. This is great. Now my tuckus is covered. But wait a minute. Oh my God, I can smell marijuana. Those idiots, I told them no drugs, no drugs. Whole place smells marijuana, hashish. Oh my God. If they smell that, they'll know I'm in jail. Oh my God, they'll put me in rehab. I got to think of it. Wait a minute. There's only one choice. I ran into the kitchen as fast as I could. I opened the oven. I turned on the oven. I turned on all the burners. I filled the living room with gas. And then I ran outside. I opened the window and cracked. I took a last drag on my camel and I threw it inside and blew up the house. The whole house came down. Hey, oh my God, the garage collapsed in with this. The whole picture window, I mean, everything. The house was leveled. Mom and Dad pulled up and said, what happened? Are you all right? I said, I must have gotten blown free. I don't know. We must have had a gas leak. The whole house burned down there. And they stood there looking at the rubble of what was once a beautiful, beautiful home, now flattened and smoldering there on the grass. I said, I don't know what it could have been, Ma. I guess some kind of leak in the pipes, I guess. These things happen. She said, oh, yeah? Well, then, young man, would you like to explain to me how come the piano is in the bottom of the swimming pool?
Oh, no! Here comes more of the Best of Greaseman, Volume 3.
Are you ready? Come on, let's join hands. Doodads cling, and they're glistening. BVDs, are you listening? My cheeks are a sight, the hydraulics so tight. Walking in my winter underwear. Hammies sting, are they blistering? Hey, are you listening? My tochas is bare, I feel that cold air. Walking in my winter underwear. In the morning I can take a massive, hoping that I'll never make a sound. She'll say, are you finished? I'll say, no, ma'am. But is there any charmin to be found? Later on, I'll perspire, and my package they'll admire. I'll be in the lodge with my fuselage, walking in my winter underwear. Doodads cling, and they're glistening. BVD, are you listening? My cheeks are a sight, my are so tired, walking in my winter underwear. Oh, in the morning I will dab my armpits so that they are smelling zesty sweet. Even though I may have trouble with schwitz, there's nothing I can do about my feet. Later on, I will tire as I lounge by the fire. I can't get too close, my doodads will roast, walking in my winter underwear.
We try to work out new and different songs. I'm streaming out a white Christmas. See what you think of this. I'm streaming out a white Christmas. I'm melting potholes in the snow, while the children listen, my knuckles glisten. I'm watching globules as they go. I'm streaming on a white Christmas. I'm squeezing hard with all jingle tonight. And may all your Christmases be white. Okay, everybody, let's get together. Pastor, are you coming with us? Let's go over to the Joneses. Do some Christmas carol. Pastor, why don't you start? And you sing it the right way, and we'll all accompany you, okay? And then we'll sing a chorus for the Joneses. Okay, if you would, please. Everybody in good posture now.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yeah, Pastor, get up.
Just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Those bells in the snow.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yeah, buddy.
With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright.
Oh, so very bright.
And may all your Christmases be.
All right, step aside, Pastor. All right, let's do one for the Joneses, everybody. I'm streaming out a white Christmas. I'm melting potholes in the snow. While the children listen, my knuckles are glistening. Oh, this Christmas is going to be so out of sight. What do you think, Pastor? Yeah, let me write the words down for you. That's the chorus line is give you 2 days a J. Right, you got that? Okay.
Everybody's always talking about Rudolph, but there's a reindeer that gets a lot of harassment on Santa's sleigh. Dodge the brown-nosed reindeer had a very slimy nose, and if you ever saw it, you'd see exactly where it goes. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Dodge join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, before Santa Claus had left, that's when they found poor Dodge buried in the gluteal cleft. Then all the other reindeer laughed and shouted out with glee. Dodge the brown-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. I'm getting a flashback. Hang on a second. Oh, Billy! You laugh. Huh? You laugh. But I tell you that I believe I lived a long, long time ago as the Wild West's first Yiddish lawman. Back in the 1800s, they called me Irving Greasemanowitz. And I wore a 10-gallon yarmulke. In my holsters, instead of 6 guns, I had Kreblach. And I rode a horse that wouldn't gallop or canter. He slept. And everywhere I went with my pants waving in the breeze, the goyim would sing, Ride, 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 Irving. Hey! Ride, 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 Irving. I remember when I first fell in love. Her name was Goldie. And she was the only girl in the Wild West that was not a shiksa. And so naturally we gravitated together. I tried to put the moves on her. I walked up to her when I saw her at the Silver Dollar Cafe sipping a Mogan David. I said, hey, you look like a hot number to me. Va, 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 voom. What do you say? We sit, we talk. Play a little mahjong. What's not to like? She said, I'll have you know, I have since become immune to being used by men. I said, it's no wonder, considering the amount of times you've been inoculated. Huh? Well, she threw a wine in my face, but she liked my sprightly demeanor. And the next thing you know, we were stuffing on a regular basis. And the as luck would have it, we were blessed with a son. He did me proud. I knew one day he'd take over the law enforcement responsibilities of that little town out Sonora way. One day he came home from school. He said, Mom, Pop, congratulate me. I'm going to be in the Rush Hashanah play we're having at school. I said, all right, what part are you going to play? My son said, I'm going to play a Jewish father. I said, you go back to that school and you tell those people you want a speaking part. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of strange sights you see working here in Washington. Let me tell you about one of them that I'm still recovering from. The devil went down to Georgetown. He was looking for some fudge to pack. He was in a bind because it'd been some time and he was beginning to lose the knack. Well, he came across a young boy playing with his hydraulics getting it hot. So the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. Well, you may not know it, but I'm a fudge packer too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'd like to bond with you. Now, you've been a pretty good boy, but give the devil his due. I'll bet doodads gold against your soul that I'm a better fudge packer than you. The boy said, my name is John Holmes, and it might be a sin, but grease up as I drop trow and let this show begin. Little Johnny, hang on tight. The devil's on his way. He's got a three-pronged winger that'll tear up your Bombays. But if you win, you get those shiny doodads made of gold. But if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Well, the devil hefted his hydraulics and said, I'll start this show. And he drilled poor little Johnny just as far as it would go. Johnny bit that fan belt and hung on with all his might. And you could hear the squeal and pierce the Georgetown night. When the devil finished, Johnny said, you're pretty good, old son, but let me act that gluteal cleft and I'll show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boy, run. 2 foot further just for fun. Chicken in the bread pan, pick it out, see. Look at the devil, he's starting to bleed. The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. He laid those golden doodads on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try it again. I done told you once, you tail-gunning maggot, I'm the best it's ever been. Fire on the mountain, run, boy, run. 2 foot further just for fun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out seed. Look at the devil, he's starting to bleed.
Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
Well, that's the long and the short of it. Thanks for buying the tape. Appreciate it. Time for me to scoot. Lord, I am a big galoot. Lord, let me stand up. Jeez, I've been sitting down the whole time I've been doing this. Oh, God. Somebody pull the pants out of the crack of my behind, please. Oh. See you next time. AMF.